Welcome back to Shine Wellness. If you saw my last short about overthinking, think of this video as a good value add to that. But before we get started, please do me a favor, tap subscribe before we start. Now let's get into it. This is actually the hard part that people struggle with is realizing a thought is useless. But even though we know the thought is useless, the brain just keeps looping anyways. The key is understanding that you can't force stop a thought. What works is redirecting the brain. So I'm going to give you 3 practical techniques that can calm the thinking loop. Okay, so the first tip is to name the thought pattern. When a loop starts, label it. For example, label it, this is my overthinking loop, or my brain is trying to solve the future again, or this is anxiety talking. Now, this tip works because labeling activates the rational part of the brain, which then reduces emotional intensity. I sometimes call this cognitive defusion. Okay, so the second tip I would suggest would be to shift the body. So, thinking loops live in the mind. So, the fastest way to interrupt them is physical attention. So, try something simple like taking 5 slow breaths, or feeling your feet on the floor, or noticing 3 things that you can see. This grounds the nervous system and it will interrupt your mental spiral. And number 3, give the brain a parking spot. Your brain loops because it doesn't want to forget something important. So write the thought down like this. Problem, I'm worried I'll mess up the presentation. Next step, review slides tomorrow at 10 a.m. Once the brain sees a plan, it often stops repeating the thought. So, the goal is not to have zero thoughts because even experienced meditators still get them. The real skill is notice the thought, decide if it's useful, redirect your attention, and over time, the brain will learn that not every thought deserves your focus. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.